Madam Chairperson, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. My name is Brad Moore. I was inspired last week by the number of entrepreneurs and budding entrepreneurs in our group. It makes sense. Toastmasters and entrepreneurs are a bit adventurous, willing to stumble to improve ourselves, and we embrace enthusiasm. I'm an entrepreneur. I love the complexity of it all. Here's a couple of examples from my past. In this venture, we built the machinery to control a laser and to blast tiny holes in granite that will survive outdoors for centuries. In this venture, we made a machine that controls a router bit that plunges into wood in three-dimensional space. Here are two nominations for Canadian Entrepreneur of the Year. I didn't win both. Here's my first mentor, Dwayne. It's all good fun. But seriously, what's the big deal with entrepreneurship? Show of hands. Top of your head, who can name 3 entrepreneurs? Pretty much everyone. Now, same situation, who can name 3 bankers? That's a little tougher. There's a mystery going on here. We celebrate entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship, but why not bankers and banking? So today I'm going to address 2 topics, one esoteric, the other practical. The first topic, I have a theory about why people remember entrepreneurs more than they do bankers. Second topic, I'll share 5 essential lessons for starting out on your own path to entrepreneurship. First topic, the general theory of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is in harmony with yin and yang. This ancient philosophy proposes that opposites are intertwined, that one exists because of the other. For example, without light, there would be no shadow. Entrepreneurship has the same duality. Let me explain. Entrepreneurship's sunny side, its yang, is hope. Hope gets things done. Hope drives innovation, creates jobs. Hope gives us permission to dream, to do something unexpected. But its shadow side, its yin, is fear. Fear of the unknown, of the darkness. Fear keeps us pinned, like our first ancestors, huddled around the fire, terrified of everything lurking in the dark. Entrepreneurship is memorable because to us, it sees into the darkness. An entrepreneur creates something out of nothing, tangible from the intangible. Awed by the rising morning sun, fear relents to hope. Bankers don't do that. Now, as pleasant as that sounds, ironically, chaos and pandemonium is the normal condition of business. So as promised, before any of you spend any of your money, here are 5 key lessons to get you started down the road. Lesson 1, there is no manual, carte blanche. You're walking into the unknown, you're the author of your own light. Lesson 2, do something. Newton's first law of motion says, an object will remain at rest until acted upon by a force. You will always have to be your own force, your own motivator. Lesson 3, find a problem. The problem is where it all begins. It's not about the idea. Ideas are cheap. Find a problem you care about and a lot of other people care about. Why? Because while that it is true that nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm, it is equally true that nothing was ever purchased without enthusiasm, except maybe extended warranties. The point is, the size of the market is defined by the number of people who share the same problem. Lesson 4, solve the problem. Stare into the darkness until you see a flicker of something worthwhile. Lesson 5, verify your solution. There's a couple of steps to this part. Step 1, define the solution clearly. In business terms, the solution is your product. Step 2, find out what people will pay for your product. Ask someone who cares about the problem, what will they pay right now for your solution? Ask a lot of people. Step 3, calculate your cost to deliver your solution to your customer, not just once, but over and over again. The devil's always in the details, so the more granular, the better. Add everything up, including your labor. That is your cost of production. Step 4, compare your cost of production to what your customer would pay. There's going to be 3 outcomes, and one of them is far better than the rest. First outcome, if your customer will pay double your cost of production, your business venture is probably going to break even. Essentially, you've made yourself a job. If that's your goal, awesome. But if you need to raise a bunch of capital to get to that point, you're likely going to have a hard time finding a backer. There's just not enough extra profit to make it worth an investor's while. Outcome 2, anything below double your cost of production, you're probably losing money, or at least you're earning less than you're worth. Best to rethink your solution. Finally, outcome 3, the preferred outcome. If your customer is willing to pay 4 times the cost of production, you're probably onto something worthwhile. Anything less should make you pause. Just keep at it. Don't spend any money until you find something worthwhile. Whether entrepreneurship deserves to be celebrated is a matter of opinion. Yet there is something undeniably marvelous about pushing back the darkness and letting the hope illuminate the day. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.